When she was 6 years old, she learned that with red, blue, and yellow, she could make any color in the world. When she was 6 years old, she began to make masterpieces of art. She loved finger painting most, and so her body was always covered in colors. When she was 10, she decided she wanted to be an artist. When she was 18, she left home to pursue her dreams. When she was 18, she discovered that art could be found beyond the paint palette. She learned that art could be found in the form of a 6-foot, 20-year-old man with a crooked smile and sparkling eyes. When she was 18, she fell in love. She finally understood the lyrics to her favorite songs. She spent less time in the studio and more time with him because she no longer needed paint to make art, she just needed him. Together, he and she would make masterpieces with their bodies. She neglected her dreams of becoming an artist because with him, she already was. She couldn't be any happier. She was living in bliss. Until one day, he used his fist as a paintbrush and he painted her in red, blue, and yellow. He painted her in blood, bruises, and tears. He painted her in silence. She'd heard before of domestic violence, but he loved her. He wouldn't hurt her, not intentionally, no. It was because he wasn't sober, because she had asked him many questions about the lipstick stains and all the times he had come home too late, so she made up excuses. And he gave her promises, both willing to ignore the tear he had made in their canvas, so eager to return to their previous happiness. And when she learned she was pregnant, her fears at being alone were cast aside because this love they had created would fill the empty spaces where he had tried to kick, punch, slap the love out of her. This baby in her womb would cover up any wounds he could make. Then she learned that 4 months is how long it takes to break a promise. She was a kid again, covered in colors, but not colors of paint, colors of pain. She used the blood from her lips to paint deep red sunsets she couldn't even see because her eyes were swollen shut, but she painted, creating art to paint over the scars on her broken heart because he loved her. He wouldn't hurt her, not intentionally, no, so he'd always say sorry, always apologize. Every time he got physical, it was because of the alcohol. So baby, forgive me, I love you. I love you. Could always heal the pain. No, not heal, numb. She was always in pain. Her heart would ache every time she prayed, both hoping he would come home safely and hoping he'd never return again. I love you could cover up the scars on her face, arms, and legs. I love you could make her forget all the time she wished he would just kill her instead, but I love you does nothing to bring back the baby who's now dead. There were just 3 months left when they told her she had a miscarriage. His violence had silenced a child before it had even learned to speak. And we have done nothing for the 1 in 4 woman. Instead, we say, love hurts. And when 80 countries refuse to sign the UN's policy to end domestic violence, it hurts. So speak up, shout, and be heard, because this silence is only growing louder.